Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining Paul Gorman. Did I say your surname correctly, Gorman?
You did?
Yes, okay. Paul Gorman and we're going to be talking today about pensions and divorce. My name is Soila. I am the founder of the Divorce Magazine, and I'm a child therapist by profession. And I work with children and families that have gone through not only divorce, but who have experienced something traumatic in their lives. My main website is helpingchildrencope.co.uk. And as I said, the Divorce Magazine is one of the other places that I work in. And so today we have Paul, and I'm going to let Paul tell us what it is that he does. Hi, Paul.
Hello there. Hi. Yes. As Sally said, Paul Gorman is my name. I'm a chartered financial planner and a principal partner at a firm called Beaufort Planning. An awful lot of the work that I do, the financial planning work that I do, revolves around divorce and helping clients achieve a suitable financial settlement in divorce. I'm an accredited financial planner, accredited by resolution, and have been accredited since 2007. So I am, I certainly believe, reasonably well experienced in the area of family law and divorce and helping clients. Pensions is a particular area that I do get involved in quite a lot.
Okay. All right. And I'll just ask you one thing, because resolution is something that keeps coming up, whether it's from contributors on the divorcemagazine.co.uk or if it's, via interviews. And I think maybe some people might not be so familiar about, what resolution is as an organization.
Okay. Resolution is a group, an association. It used to be called the Family Law Association a number of years ago. It changed the name to Resolution. And they are an association that family lawyers and also people that are affiliated or work within the family law arena can be affiliated to.
Okay.
And they're a group that promote amicable divorce resolution through various different processes.
Okay.
But Resolution do have a website, a very interesting website that I think if anybody wants to have a look at, it's got some very informative information.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Paul. So before we begin the interview, can I just start by apologizing for, I think in one of the videos, you can see there are lines that are moving up and down the screen. So I don't know, we've tried to rectify that, but we weren't very successful in that part. So, Paul, shall we just start off by talking about what pension sharing is about when it comes to divorce?
Sure. When a couple get divorced or dissolve a civil partnership, it's possible for one party to acquire a share of the value of other pension rights as part of a financial settlement to a divorce. Essentially, what happens is that they have to apply to the court to get a pension sharing order.
Okay.
And that is an award whereby one party receives a percentage of the value of the other party's pension rights.
All right. Okay.
And this amount that is awarded then is used to provide the recipient with pension benefits in their own name, in their own right.
Okay. Yeah. Can I ask you what a typical case would be like? I know divorces are different and, scenarios can differ as well, but what would be a typical scenario where the court would order that there was a pension sharing order?
I think you're absolutely right. Each case is sort of very different and needs to be looked at on its own sort of merits. But there are a variety of different types of pensions that can be shared. So company pensions can be shared, personal pensions can be shared. The basic state pension cannot be shared, but any additional state pension rights can be shared. So I guess there is no typical scenario, but it's quite common for individuals now, bearing in mind that they may have a number of job changes throughout their working life, to have built up a number of different pension pots.
Yeah.
They may have a company pension scheme, a personal pension, and all all those different elements of pensions need to be considered and looked at in the round, along with other assets that they may have.
Okay.
When it comes to looking at what is appropriate in terms of division and a financial settlement.
Okay. So are you saying that just as a house is part of the property, the family property that needs to be looked at, so is a pension?
Absolutely.
It's an asset.
Yeah,
it's an asset.
Absolutely. It's quite common for pension assets to actually be, aside from the house, the most other valuable asset that parties may have.
Yeah, of course.
The house and pension assets tend to be the two assets of most value that couples have, and therefore it is, bearing that in mind, it's highly advisable and particularly important to really do some proper homework, research, and gathering the right appropriate data and doing a proper assessment of those pension benefits, bearing in mind the value they may have.
Okay, just as if you had several properties, then you would do the same thing. It's quite the same. And so, is it compulsory to have a pension sharing order?
Absolutely not. No, it's not. It's not compulsory. It's certainly highly advisable to take pension benefits into account when looking at how to achieve a financial settlement.
Okay.
I think it will be inappropriate for pensions to be ignored because they can be, a considerable value.
Yes.
But there's no compulsion to have a sharing order.
Okay. All right. So let's say, for example, Paul, if I'm a mom, right? I've been at home with my children. I've got 3 kids. I stopped working when the first one was born. And then I've been at home with them. I've been a stay-at-home mom. And my husband, my now ex-husband, has been going to work. And he's got the pension. I don't have a pension because, of course, we're going to live happily ever after and share his pension at the end of it because of contributing to the home and the family. And then we happen to go through the divorce. Now, can I use... and we get the pension sharing order, and I get a percentage of that, but we have to sell the home for whatever reason. Can I use part of that pension sharing order to buy myself and my kids a home?
Okay. The answer to that is possibly.
Okay.
It very much depends. In terms of the sharing order that you receive, what happens is you would receive a percentage of what is termed the sort of capital value of your husband's pension fund. Yeah. So you would receive a percentage of that. That percentage would have to be directed into a pension account in your own name. Now, in terms of accessing that value, it's not possible to draw upon any benefits in a pension until at least age 55.
All right. Okay. So it just works as a, although I get a percentage, I can't touch it as
unless if you're under age 55.
Yeah.
Then it's not possible.
Okay.
If you're if you are over age 55, then it's possible to draw upon some of the money and draw it out as a lump sum tax-free.
Okay.
Now, you need to be, I guess, very careful in doing that, especially if you're going to use it to maybe purchase a home or something, because I think a pension asset, first and foremost, is there to provide you with an income in retirement.
Yes.
And if you are drawing upon that value early and to use it for another purpose, it's going to adversely affect the income that you're going to receive in retirement. So, yes, theoretically it's possible post 55.
Yeah.
But I would suggest that you need to consider it very carefully before you go down that route. If you're under 55. If you're under 55, not possible. You can't draw any money out.
Yeah. Okay.
That said, an important point also maybe to highlight here is that there are going to be some significant rule changes next April.
Okay.
Which were announced in the budget, where it will be possible post 55 to actually access the entire value of a pension fund.
All right. Okay.
In certain circumstances.
Okay.
That said, again, if that's something that someone's contemplating, it's highly advisable to sit down and take advice before they do so.
Okay. And so would you, I know you're a financial advisor, so people might say that, of course, that's what he would say, but I'm just assuming, that it would be like when you're going through down that route to be able to get financial advice from an independent financial advisor who's qualified to give that sort of information, because it is it can be life-changing to make if you make the wrong decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you're talking about age 55 and so on and so forth, we know now that there are probably more, I'll say this without being completely certain, there are more and more people over 55, over 60 who are going through divorce. Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes some of them might already be pensioners. They might already be getting their pension. If you're going through a divorce and the pension is already, you've already started getting your pension and so forth, how does that work? For how does that pension then get split between, if it does get split between the couples?
Okay. First of all, yes, it can be split.
Okay.
Okay, it can be shared. So if you are in receipt of pension income and you're in retirement, yes, it's possible to place a sharing order on that pension income.
Okay.
So it's a similar process to how you would go about if you weren't in receipt of benefits. Mm-hmm. I guess what you would look to do is you would look to gather full details on the actual pension arrangement that is in payment, mm-hmm. and a capital value would be put on that pension.
Okay.
And then you would look at what outcome each party wanted to achieve. Now, let's say the outcome that you wanted to achieve was equality of income, mm-hmm. so that post-divorce both parties had the same level of income. You would then look to apportion the pension that's in payment, so that one party would share with the other party a value that would, post-divorce, give each of them the same level of income.
Okay.
So the process is similar.
It's similar. Okay.
It's very similar, yeah. But I guess the key point is it is possible to share pension income when it's in payment.
Okay, all right. I'm going to stop here and then we'll go to part 2, Paul. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. So join us in part 2. We're just going to go there now with Paul. Thanks.